Welcome everyone to otakusandgeeks.com. Justin here, back with more video game reviews. And first of all, folks, I apologize for the sound quality of this particular video. My microphone, for some reason, my computer decided to today be like, oh yeah, we don't recognize your mic. And I've tried everything, Audacity, everything. It's just not picking up. So the audio quality of this is being recorded on my Sony recorder, which I use for press events or when I'm going to a Comic-Con and I gotta do a quick interview. So the sound quality won't be as great as it is usually. So I do apologize for that. But that doesn't stop us here at ONG, right, folks? So today we are going to be talking about Ion Shift. So this is a video game review. And as always, I give you a brief synopsis. This is an indie game that you can catch on Steam. So without further ado, here we go. Here's a brief synopsis. In this hardcore 2D platformer, players take control of an alien creature navigating a vast and menacing spaceship. The objective is simple: survive against all odds. The ship is crawling with hostile soldiers, deadly turrets, and laser drones that are constantly on the lookout. And that's pretty much the basis of this game. This does have a story with it. It has some really cool cutscenes as well. And first of all, I usually talk about story first, but since the story is not really like into the point where it's just like deep dive on in terms of characterization or things like that, I will just say this, that it has that simple sci-fi horror premise of a crew that's stuck on the ship and they're stuck with this killer monster or killer alien life form. And in this particular case, you are that life form. And I have to say, Ion Shift is a fun, but can be at times, depending on what level you play, fun but frustrating time. And not frustrating in a bad way, frustrating in the good way. The game is challenging with a whole bunch of intricate puzzles and just scenarios where you really have to think. And I know for some people, for my speedrunners, you're going to have a blast with this because you're going to try to run through this like every single obstacle and try to get through it. And let's talk a little bit first about the gameplay here, because for me, the gameplay took a little bit used to, because I'm not used to playing those twin dual type of control schemes where you have to use both analogs to play. What I mean by that is that you have one analog to move and you have your other analog to really just target in the direction of where you're going to go. So for me, it took me a little bit of a while, but for those who are used to twin stick shooter type of games, the control scheme is going to feel right at home. And for me, it took like a half an hour because I'm used to playing so much games. So I had to kind of basically turn my mind off on other traditional ways of playing. Like, I rarely play this type of genre with this type of control scheme, but this one I really did enjoy this one. This was such a fun game to play. And what I loved about it is because, one, I died a lot, and you are going to die a lot. It's because the obstacles, there's so much ways and challenges to get through. And you have to think, you have to figure out how you're going to approach certain scenarios. There can be a scenario when you just have a turret there, but there's also laser blades, and then there's enemies right there. So how are you going to do? Are you going to use the turret to take out the enemies, but then use your speed to go past the turret and then quickly dodge through the blades? So there's so much intricate stuff in here that, yeah, I died tremendously, but it wasn't like a frustration like, oh my God, I died again. It's more like, all right, I died again. Let me sit back, collect myself. How am I going to approach this a little bit differently? And for those who are fans of that game, Katana Zero, you're going to feel right at home in here. It is a fun game to play, and you have various tools at your disposal. You have the dash attack. Your alien can pick up weapons, which he can throw. He can throw knives. So there's so much to do here. And as you progress, and depending on the level, it gets really insane. Like, it does. I played this game on normal, and even for normal, I was just like, okay, how am I going to get out of this? What am I going to do? Why do I keep dying? Oh, yeah, because I'm not used to using the twin stick type of scenario here. But graphically as well, I love the graphics. A nice 2D sprite brings me back to the old days. really good atmosphere, especially in the opening cutscenes of space and just the way the graphics look aesthetic. Nice use of colors with the dark, colorful corridors. It is a beautiful looking game. The alien looks pretty good. Reminds me of Aliens, to be honest with you. Reminds me of a xenomorph design, like like a baby version of it. And it's just a fun, beautiful looking game to play. Music wise, I thought the music was very stellar as well. As far as story goes, story premise is pretty much you are the alien this time. You are the one that's in the spaceship, and you're just trying to survive and basically take out as much people as you can, and that's pretty much it. The heart of this game is definitely going to be its gameplay, its addictive gameplay, because of the intricate puzzles, the challenging premise here, the fact that you're going to constantly die, and you will die constantly, even on easy. You're going to constantly die, but it's one of those games that the dying is the endearment part about it. It's just like it motivates you to like, okay, I want to play this. I want to continue this. I want to figure out what other way or how can I get there quickly? How can I dash quickly? How can I probably distract the enemy? Do I have to possess the enemy? Do I have to throw something at a turret to take out the enemy and then do a little bit of dash, dash, dash? It is brutal. It is fun. I had a hell of a time playing this. As you know, when it comes to video game ratings, we say buy it, skip it, or wait for the sale. Definitely. You know what? I'm giving Ion Shift a buy. I had so much fun with this. I really hate to die. I really, really, really hate losing. But for this one, I had so much fun playing this. Had so much fun dying. And it just like, it gets even more crazier. That's the crazy part. The more you play, when you get to more of the levels, it just gets more insane. So definitely check this one out. This is Justin from OtakusandGeeks.com. Did you play Iron Shift? Are you planning on getting it? Comment below. Let me know what you think of Ion Shift. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Helps out the channel tremendously, my friends. And once again, I apologize for the audio. I will be back to normal next week when it comes to this. So bear with me. My friends, bear with me, and thank you for all your support. Peace, love, and happiness to you all. Later days.